Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to Information. We have a fantastic episode for you today. My name is Brent Gill. I am your host. Thanks for tuning in. Today, we're going to talk a little about my favorite state in the Union, Florida, where apparently Florida has to warn its citizens not to shoot their guns into Hurricane Irma. Real topical this week. My guest joining me today, back on the show, a favorite on the live show, and becoming a favorite on the podcast, Zach Reinert. Zach, welcome.
Hey, good to be here.
Yeah, thanks for being here, man. I'm glad. I knew if anyone in this comedy scene could make jokes about Hurricane Irma, it would definitely be you.
Yeah.
You are the natural disaster comedian.
Natural disaster, national tragedy.
You're there. You're on it every time.
For sure.
You got any good, inappropriate jokes that about national tragedies or America's favorite pastimes, wars, or something like that?
I mean,
you got any new ones?
Yeah, you were there when I thought of a Pearl Harbor joke.
I was lobbing it up like Byron Allen does. So tell me, we were talking about Pearl Harbor recently. Tell me about this. I don't know why Byron Allen turned into Jay Leno. It's crazy. Talk to me about this. What's up? Well, all right, so here's what the sitch was. Zach and I were sitting in the green room at the Comedy Works downtown.
Yeah.
It was on 9/11, and I told him, I was like, Zach, you gotta stop with the 9/11 jokes. And he goes, what? Why don't I even do 9/11 jokes? I'm like, I think I've read 4 of yours already today. He's like, well, online I write them. And we're like, that's the same.
I don't say them on stage.
He doesn't say them on stage because he knows that they won't be greeted well. But he also, Preston Tompkins then said, he goes, think of another natural disaster, like, something older, like Pearl Harbor.
And then I said, I do love surprise parties.
Oh, man, I feel like we could have set that joke up way better, but hey, I do enjoy. It's also weird to not have a live audience response here. Hey,
yeah.
We enjoyed it. My cat's digging it. His tail's flicking.
He liked it.
He's digging it. How have you been?
I've been good. How
what
are
you been doing since we talked about ICP?
I believe I went to Alabama.
Yeah, a lot of juggalos down there.
Did a weekend in Alabama.
How was it?
That was really fun.
Where were you at in Alabama?
Huntsville.
Ooh, Huntingville.
Huntsville? Where NASA, where all the nerds are.
Yeah, and Houston.
Yeah.
Houston, Texas. Wait, I want to stop talking about this. Were you the one telling me that you made a Challenger joke? And
yeah.
Can we talk about this?
Yeah, I don't.
Yes. Tell me the situation so we don't blow this again.
I wanted to say somehow I didn't see the message on Twitter for like 2 months, so I didn't even I responded back just haha, best line ever.
That's how you responded?
Yeah.
Dude, she wanted to. Oh man.
She didn't respond to that.
Well, of course, I wouldn't have responded either. If it's 2 months later and that's all it took you 2 months. In her mind, it took you 2 months to figure out how to say, or like what to say back, and you go, haha, best line ever.
I mean, when she texted me that, I also had a girlfriend at the time.
Wait, I thought you said that you didn't see it till recent.
Well, I saw it a while ago. I just didn't respond.
Classic mistake. Anyway, so read the tweet.
The tweet was, Explosions in the Sky is a really cool band name until you find out their original band name was Space Shuttle Challenger.
We're starting our show off with a bang. We're talking about Hurricane Irma.
Man.
Thank you. We're talking about Irma. We're talking about 9/11, Challenger, Pearl Harbor. We're getting them all in there.
We're having fun.
But so we're going to have a Deep Horizon joke.
This person who will remain nameless, mainly because I don't even know who they are as a person.
This is what she responded with. So she responded to this in a direct message?
Yeah, it was a DM.
So to that tweet, she responded with,
Why explode in the sky when you can explode in my mouth?
He can't even say it. Why explode in the sky when you can explode in my mouth? Zach, how do you respond with haha, best line ever?
Because I'm not a smart person?
Zach, come on, dude. You might look like everyone's stepdad, but you gotta fucking do better than that. She wanted. I bet you if you would have responded.
I wasn't trying to, like, find her or
You should
anything.
have sent her a black dick pic.
She just responded. She just hit on me via a Space Shuttle Challenger joke. I wasn't like...
Do you know? That is perfect for you, dude. That is exactly what you need in your life.
Maybe I'm going about this all the wrong way.
That is what you need in your life.
Maybe I'm going about this the wrong way.
I can guarantee that.
Instead of being scared, I should have embraced.
Dude, if I had a nickel for the number of girls that I have gone home with from social media interactions, I would have at least a gumball. At least a gumball. Maybe a sweet tattoo. Maybe a sweet temporary tattoo that I can put on my forearm of Popeye. Oh, fuck. All right.
Yeah, so I replied like an idiot.
Yeah, you did.
I'm a nerd.
It's funny. There's this dude in New York named David Piccolomini. He has a podcast about online dating and all that stuff. And I got a message from someone while I was out there, and at the time I was, kind of seeing someone sort of too. But I was like, David, what do I do about this? What do I do? And I sent him what my response was, and he goes, you blew it. I was like, oh, God damn it. Yeah, and I didn't actually, because, sometime later, I took it down. And that's what got me that full gumball. Like, until then, I was like a hobo. I'm like, I'm 5 cents shy of a gumball, man. You got another girl that I can that can hit me up on Instagram? Oh. Well, that's a bummer. Well, hopefully, she writes back and says, you know what, this mouth is full.
Maybe I just need to make another joke about a tragedy and wait for another pickup line.
Yeah, tag her in it. Tag her in the joke about a tragedy.
I gotta give her material I gotta give her, something to base another pickup line
on. Well, good, man. I'm glad things are going well other than your love life. What a bummer. What a bummer. How's stepdads?
Great. We got one coming down the pipe soon.
For those of you who didn't listen to our, I think that was our first episode.
Yeah, it was the first one.
Our debut episode. Zach is a part of a little sketch video group with you and Preston Tompkins called Stepdads on YouTube. Fucking hilarious. Short 20-second, 30-second videos, 90 max. And they're very funny.
Yeah, we've got one written out. We just have to go film it and put it out.
That's always the hard part. Thankfully, they're literally 20 seconds long.
Yeah, look,
so
our filming takes like an hour, so
great.
it's not really that big of a deal.
That's pretty perfect.
It's like, hey, you got an hour tomorrow? Cool.
Cool, let's go make some movie magic. Oh, man. All right, well, Zach, let's get into this, to this story here. This one's classic. Now, look, I'm a firm believer in everything is on limits. So, fans, if you are weak of heart, or as I call you, a pussy, and don't want to hear jokes about a natural disaster that happened 4 days ago, you might.
We're not
making jokes about the actual disaster.
No one's making fun of victims. We're making fun of the storm and it roasting it.
And the stupidity that storm brought out of Floridians. So again, I have family in Tampa. I have family in the Panhandle. They look. I know that this is scary, but we are not making fun of any of that. So just be aware, and just don't be a bitch. Don't be a pussy. It's gonna be
I
fun.
have no family in Florida, and for that, I was even thankful before the storm.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, that's definitely true too. No one wants to say that they have family in Florida. It's like, no, I'm not from Florida. I just have family in Florida. That's the difference. So we're going to commence with this Hurricane Irma coverage. First of all, Florida, as we know, my favorite state to talk about on Information. In the live show, we even have a whole section called This Week in Florida. This week in Florida, Florida residents have to be told and warned to not shoot at Hurricane Irma. I'm just going to let that sink in a little bit. Shoot as in their guns, not shoot their guns at Hurricane Irma. The police department in Pacheco County? Where is it? God damn it. I lost it. But a local police brigade in Florida issued a statement in the news and on Twitter, like, look, guys, seriously, don't shoot at it. And all of this stemmed from a guy named Ryon Evans that picked up, that made this event, and people were like, fuck yeah, let's do it.
I don't think his name was Ryon Evans.
You're right. It was Ryon Edwards.
Edwards, yeah.
Those are two different spellings. Those are two. The whole time I'm like, don't say Evans, don't say Evans, and I'm like, Edwards, Ryon Edwards, and 56,000 people RSVP'd to shoot at Hurricane Irma. What the fuck, Zach?
It's the best.
What the fuck, dude? That just goes to show you the state of our public schools in the state of Florida, right? Like, because they're like,
yeah, they get shot at too.
Oh, yeah. There's parallels all over in these stories. Man, and so they even had to go so far as to release a diagram. They had to get someone to draft up a diagram as to why you don't shoot into it. Because you know that
the diagram is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
The diagram is the best. It's a 3D animation of what this looks like and why you shouldn't shoot at the hurricane. And I am so confident that they had to draft this up like the day that they released this. Like, all right, because we don't have this slide. Because what the fuck? Come on,
the
Florida.
best part is that it says bullets come back, don't shoot, which is going to be a great tramp stamp for somebody.
Bullets come back, don't shoot. Ew, it always lands on your belly. It always comes back. Yes, Hurricane Irma bringing us together. Because apparently what happens, the winds were so strong that the winds were going to basically take the bullets and make them stray bullets and just fucking spray them around the state of Florida, killing or just throwing bullets through, whatever, trees, dogs, animals, trucks, storm chasers, which... Oh my God! What if a storm chaser got taken out by a bullet, and then the people had to say he died doing what he loved? Well, I don't know.
Kind of doing what he liked.
He was fine until that 9mm, that stray 9mm, just came flying around in a whipping fashion, counterclockwise, of course, the European model. That would be a weird, that'd be a weird gold watch that they would, or like a weird flag, I guess, that they. What do storm chasers get when they die in the line of duty?
Oh man, that's a good question.
Because like military get the
they get a they get a folded
flag.
windsock.
A three-sided windsock. Oh man! Oh God! We're sorry for your loss. He died in the line of
some dude.
Larry, we're gonna do this. Go get in the truck. I don't know, man. Do it, Larry. Oh God! So that happened in Florida. Now I was looking into this because I thought this was absolutely hilarious. because not only did 56,000 people RSVP to do this, I got this message because I tell everyone, if you see stories that you think are funny, send them over to me. I got this message sent to me, this story sent to me 4 times.
Oh, wow.
One of which was from a dude in Canada who took a picture of his TV and it had a little side blurb that's like, Florida officials warn Floridians to not shoot at Hurricane Irma.
Jesus.
And he's just cracking up. And so I got a ton of these responses. So this was clearly real.
Obama clearly didn't take enough guns.
That's a good point. Oh man, Obama, you could have done a better job with that gun control, man.
Yeah.
Because if people that are like, you know what, we're gonna shoot at 400-mile-an-hour wind, that'll teach it. Because, like, the whole thing is like, because what he says is that Hurricane Irma is going to come in, and we need to show her that we shoot first.
Yeah.
And like, just the most misguided, quote-unquote, American because you know that guy's like, fuck yeah, freedom. God, people are going to love this, man. This is so much goddamn America right here, as he's just creating this Facebook event that went absolutely apeshit.
Do you think anyone in New Orleans was like, maybe we got to get some guns?
Is that where we went wrong? We spent all of our time trying to throw sandbags together and build walls.
Yeah. To just keep, water out.
We don't need to keep the water out. We got to shoot the goddamn hurricane away.
You got to kill it.
Shoot the cane away. Well, Zach, I don't know if you know this, but I've been doing research on this, and I've been following Hurricane Irma, more specifically shoot at Hurricane Irma.
Okay.
Pretty closely, and I reached out to one of the admins.
Okay.
Of this, the guy that created the shoot the cane away.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was able to actually fly him out here because magic happens.
That rules.
Yeah, it's the magic of radio, and he flew him out from Tampa, Florida, and which is kind of it's like right in the middle. It's like the taint of that's maybe Fort Lauderdale. That's the taint. Anyway, flew him out here, got him in studio, and we're gonna talk to him.
Oh, that rules.
Ryan Edwards. We're gonna talk to this guy. So, hey, Ryan, we are ready for you if you want to come on in, pal.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much for having me here. It is such an honor to be here on InfoWars, Brent. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it.
Okay. Well, thank you, Ryan, for being here. Man, that must have been a hairy flight out. I'm glad you were able to make it here.
Yeah. I mean, things got, a little spooked, but... I just held on to my gun, and then the flight attendant was like, I don't think we're going to make it in time. I was like, I think we'll make it. I think we'll find a way. And if not, I have my friend who may have some input on it.
Wait, so you were allowed to bring your gun? Is that like a Florida thing, or did you sneak it on?
No, that's a Ryan Edwards trademark, baby. That's because that's the thing is like, the TSA only is mad at you if you're trying to sneak it in. If you just show the TSA agent, like, yo, I got a gun, they're like, okay, stop waving it around. Just get on there. Have some fun.
Wow, I thought things were way different.
They really have loosened up. They really have loosened up those regulations down there in Florida. It must have been a while since I've flown. I have a gun. I'm going to try that next time for sure. Now, so... You made it here. You flew out. Bumpy ride, I assume.
I was pretty conked out on a bunch of painkillers, but that's what my sister wife said.
Big opiate guy, huh?
Yeah, just like I only take it when I get like nervous, like when I'm flying or driving or at work.
And what do you do for work?
I am a social media wizard. As you can probably tell.
Yeah, this took off pretty quick. So
yeah.
Are you self-employed or do you work for a company?
I work for the greatest company in the world, Brent. The United States government, world, the country.
Oh.
What? Okay.
All
right.
of those.
Sorry, the opiates kicked in just then.
the United States of the world. Wow, you were jumping ahead here after.
Is that
after
some like
Idiocracy.
New World Order?
I think it is. Did you just release some information you weren't
FEMA camp shit?
Is it a FEMA camp?
Look, maybe let's all just slow down and stick to the chuckle ha-has. And let's, maybe we don't need to learn any information that will compromise nobody here, maybe.
Okay. All right, so Ryan, so let's talk about this. First of all, your name is Ryan, spelled Ryon.
Yep, that's right.
Now, is that just like a Facebook alias? Or
Nope, that is my God-given, Christian-given, Jesus-given, church-given name, Ryan Evans. I'm named after my daddy, Ryan
Edwards.
Shit. Ryan. I'm named after my father, Ryan Evan Edwards. I'm
sorry. Middle name Evan, last name Edwards.
Yeah,
That's confusing. That is a lot of E's. So it's
even I
Reed.
have trouble keeping track of it.
Sounds like
It sounds very Florida though.
That checks out.
Yeah,
it definitely checks out.
Ryan Evan Edwards. That's.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Maybe like he's probably like leaving.
I can't believe you're not a NASCAR driver.
Well, I tried out, but I have a condition known as stump foot that has disqualified me from racing. Also, I have a second condition known as gun hand that upset quite a few officials.
I can only imagine what gun hand is. No.
It's when you finger blast so many ladies in high school that your fingers get stuck that way, and the only remedy is to carry around a pistol all the time, and people take it the wrong way.
So that's how you get that gun everywhere. Is it's your like disability that you have? All that finger blasting.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. I did not. I was not so lucky in high school. Good for you, Ryan. You really nailing it there.
Thanks, man. I read the game early. It was assigned reading as a 7th grader. It's assigned reading for every Florida 7th grader to read the game.
Oh man, I am so glad I grew up in mine. I had to read Catcher in the Rye. Nope, that's not true. I voluntarily read that because I heard that there was a horror scene, which was really boring. We had to read.
You know what happened to the guy who read Catcher in the Rye? Shot the president. Impressed Jodie Foster.
Is that that's a real thing in life?
Yeah, Hinckley?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I've heard of this Hinckley character.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wow,
He shot Reagan or Nixon or one of those dudes.
definitely neither of those because they're both either still alive.
One of them got shot while he was president.
but not dead.
No.
Oh, gotcha.
It was an attempted assassination.
It might have been one of those.
It was an attempted assassination.
We had to read To Kill a Mockingbird. You ever read that one?
No.
Of course not. Florida, they wouldn't teach that. They wouldn't teach any sort of tolerance. Now, so you came up with the idea, Ryan, that you wanted to take your guns
Yes.
and have Floridians shoot at a hurricane.
Yeah.
And you think that was a good idea?
Well, first of all, it's not a matter of think. It was a good idea because it's a tropical storm, and now it's a tropical depression.
Actually,
See, it works. They shot it and made it sad. I'm kind of on his side now.
Okay, well, all right. Well, let's not jump to conclusions, Zach. First of all, you can't shoot at a fucking hurricane. It's look at the graph, dude. It's got wind, and it's gonna blow the bullets back. Don't shoot. Bullets come
look,
back.
the only graphs that I pay attention to is statistics about the inner city that has scary pictures of young folk on there. So I don't know if I buy this. All right. First of all, like I said, we kicked this hurricane's ass. Y'all ever heard of Hurricane Flockus? Yeah, it's what I goddamn thought. It's what I thought. We stopped it with our bullets.
You shot at Hurricane Flockus and that worked?
Yep, fucking kicked its ass. Sent it back to Mexico.
What kind of guns are you using? Is there a hurricane bullet like a slug or like a hollow point or a
whatever it is they sell Walmart, man? And I tell you what, that's
that
good shit.
Just the God-given Walmart stuff. I'm surprised that this took on so quickly. Because first of all, the cops said no. Which, Zach, I'm surprised that you're on board with it. The cops said,
I just go against anything the cops say.
Okay, That's a healthy thing to do, which we've all seen historically where that will leave you. Did you have any other idea? Like, because I first read this, I was like, that's the dumbest thing that I've ever heard. You know, like shooting at a hurricane, like you might, like, what's next? Get a cannon full of bees and, like, try and get the bees to fly it away?
Okay, well, it's funny you say that because we did try that, and it only...
You did try the cannon of bees?
We launched bees at the hurricane.
They're endangered!
Yeah.
Was that Hurricane Macaulay Culkin from My Girl? The worst joke ever.
That fucking hurricane's endangered now, Brad, because it's fucking bees is kicking its ass.
Dude, but think about the... Okay, first of all, hurricanes are not endangered. Bees are endangered. And when you shoot bees in there, then you just have bees swarming around at 200, 300 miles an hour.
Yeah.
That's not what you're looking for.
Well, and I will concede the bees were upset, but like, so we tried a second round and we fired a couple sharks at the tornado.
Oh God.
Well, or at the hurricane, because we thought Sharknado was a documentary and it backfired. I'll admit it. We may have launched a couple sharks into Central Florida via the force of the hurricane, but
Hey, free shark.
That's not a good food source. Just because, like, I know they're hungry down there, but you can't just be throwing live sharks at them.
These guys are feeding.
Well, I'll tell you what, you son of a bitches ain't laugh until you seen the ass end of a shark hanging out of the sign of a Gunther Tooties. I tell you what, that shit's funny right there. I don't care who you are.
All right, I will concede that point, Ryan. That is a good image. Fin all flopping around like an asshole.
Look, and I know people are upset about this, but like, fucking, we gotta protect Florida. All right, that country, Florida has saved this country twice in the last couple of years. First with George W. Bush, and then second again with Trump W. Bush. And, you know, not enough people respect that. I mean, everyone says it to make fun of Florida. They say, oh, Florida, you look like a dick, you shape like a dick, you act like a dick, you're always flopping out when no one wants you. We try to forget about you, and then there you are on the national scene again, just sticking your big old Florida dick into politics. You're making the news with your big weird dick. And it's like, you know who I blame for this hurricane is feminism.
Feminism? How?
Well, because they's out there making the fucking frogs, women gay.
They're trying to castrate the country and cut.
They're trying to cut Florida out.
They're trying to cut our dick off.
Yeah, see, this guy is a fucking American. You know what looks Joe Biden. Fuck that big old spinning pussy.
Oh man, he looks like a very old spinning pussy. Where like if it stopped spinning, the pussy would keep spinning, or like the skin would keep spinning.
Yeah, it kind of like help my pussy's falling and it can't get up kind of deal.
I actually created some bumper stickers, and if you buy it, it goes to donate. The money goes towards Hurricane Irma victims. It says, "You can have my gun when you pry it from my wet, dead hands."
Just funny right there. That's good. I support
So
that.
Zach, you're just hopping on board with this guy.
Oh, I'm totally in.
Dude. Well, what were some? All right. So, are there? So, it seems like you've done this shooting thing before, and that couldn't have been your first choice. Like, did you have any other previous attempts at getting the hurricane away?
Yeah, I mean, we have been involved in previous projects along these lines. We had another event on Instagram that was fairly popular, the Knife the Rain event. That did pretty good.
Where you would try and stab the rain.
Yeah.
And did it work?
Well, I mean, we got a lot of rain on our knives, so it feels like it must have worked. And then we had Fist Fight the Heat Wave.
Hey, rain dances worked. Why can't they stab it?
So yeah, so we're multicultural.
Quit encouraging him, Zach. All right. Fist fight the heat away.
Yeah, so like, you know when it gets real hot out and you're just like, oh, I don't want to go outside. Well, we did. We went outside and we fucking punched until the sun ran away like a coward at around 7 and 8 p.m.
That was a long battle.
Yeah, we are strong in the warriors.
What happened when the sun came back up?
We fucking got back out there and kicked its ass.
Another 12-hour shift. Okay.
Seems like you guys each win for about 12 hours.
Yeah, it's a deadlock. It feels like half the time the sun's out, half the time it's the moon. And I like the moon. The moon gets it.
Now, okay. So you fist fighted the heat, you stabbed the rain, you shot at the hurricane.
Yeah.
Now, because you think now, granted, obviously the hurricane. The gun stuff didn't work.
Yeah.
Because it naturally had to, unless you truly think that you shot it down to a tropical depression.
Well, I mean, it's not a think; it's a matter of fact. But I don't look. I feel like you're all getting the wrong.
Bullets would make me sad.
I think y'all are getting the wrong depression. It's not all just this violent stuff. We do other stuff with the weather. We had make love to the eclipse, and that was big.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you make love to the eclipse?
Walk me through that.
Okay, so if you look at the eclipse carefully, you notice it looks like a big old fuckable hole, right? So you just kind of fuck upward, and then eclipse went away.
You fuck the eclipse away. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, when you do these events, are especially these knife the rain away, the fist fight the heat, the shoot the hurricane away.
Uh-huh.
Has anything ever gone wrong? Are there any I feel like with all these bullets spraying around, according to the police, they're gonna come right back at you.
Well, the police should know thing or two about guns supposedly misfiring. JFK. But, no, we did have one.
Timely reference.
Yeah, I mean, there was one casualty, very unfortunately. It was Ryan Edwards Jr., my baby boy. May he rest in peace.
Ryan Evans Edwards
Wait,
Jr.?
your
Ryan
son?
Evans Edwards Jr.,
Your son died?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
you seem
sorry to hear that.
You
Thank
seem
you.
like you're not too crushed by that.
Well, I mean, it's the natural cycle of knife, and
I assume he was your firstborn, correct?
he was my eighth born, but
Oh,
that
wow.
don't make it no less hurtful on my soul parts.
Okay. Wait, so you named your eighth child Junior.
Yeah.
Did you have 7 girls before, or did you have
Well, we named them. Oh gosh, let me.
Are all of them still alive? I should probably ask that.
Yeah, it was just Ryan Edwards Jr. So we got rid of him, and we didn't.
Whoa!
All right, now
Whoa.
see, this is what
Okay.
I was saying about probing, y'all. I don't. Thought I'd come on InfoWars for some fun.
Damn it. Information.
Whoa.
Okay, so sorry.
Casey Anthony's from Florida.
I think you're losing your fan here, Ryan. I think.
Oh no, I'm more on board.
No,
tell
I
you what.
lost you, Zach. I lost you. So right. So you lost your son.
Yeah.
Any other casualties?
Apparently, according to some police chief or something, that we may have stray bulleted 140 people, whatever. But I think it's
You winged him.
yeah, they're it's like you ever see that Monty Python dude where it's just a flesh wound. It's like the opposite of that. They were all fatal wounds.
Do you know why I support it? It's because everyone's probably bored because no one has power, can't watch TV. So it's like when you
Guns
shoot
don't
it.
need
It's like when
power.
you shoot an arrow up in the air and you're like,
Where's it gonna
ah.
go? Where's it gonna go? Where's the wind gonna take it? Those are games that you play in the Midwest, where Zach is from. Shoot the arrow in the sky and see where it comes down. All right. So how long have you been fighting hurricanes? I'll let you go here shortly. I'm just curious. How long have you been fighting hurricanes?
I mean, it's a battle that's been all my life. I mean,
Really?
Yeah, hurricanes took my daddy away from me. It's part of why I has this vendetta against Irma here. But I mean, I've only been shooting at them as long as it's been legal for me to own a gun in Florida. So I've been doing it since 7, and
And you're in your 40s now, right?
yeah, around there.
Okay.
I the opiates make dates fuzzy, but I think that's right.
Okay.
It's just look, I know you all making silly at me and you don't believe it, but I do a lot of good for this country. I'm here to protect y'all. I do this with love in my heart, and I'm shooting these hurricanes to protect this country and keep it and its people safe. except for my 7th or 8th son.
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah, that's not that one was kind of a backfire there. Bullets do come back. Don't shoot. Well, you know, I am. I guess thank you for your service to this country.
Yeah, thank you.
I think.
Thank you. You too. Sir.
I don't know if I would agree with that.
Well, you know, man, it's real easy to say something like that when you're here in the comfort of Denver, Colorado, which is in the middle of the country where there's quote-unquote no large oceans nearby.
That's correct. We get no hurricanes, just tornadoes.
But fucking, you wait until that hurricane comes knocking at your door, and then who are you going to turn to but Ryan Evans Edwards?
All right. Well, Ryan, I appreciate you coming down to our studio. I appreciate you flying up.
No, it's great. Thank you very much for having me. It's very nice to meet you, Zach. It's very nice to meet you, Brent.
Nice to meet you
Nice
as
to
well.
meet you.
So,
I assume you've got some rebuilding to do?
I just clicked going on Facebook.
Now, there's another hurricane that's like on its way up, Jose.
mm-hmm.
What are you going to do with that one?
Well, I think what we did wrong on the other one is we could have used bigger caliber bullets or like
Gotcha.
a couple grenades.
Oh.
So, like, we're probably trying to huck a couple nades in there.
Where do you get grenades?
It's a surplus store. And
Oh,
actually, in
man.
Florida, they sell them at the dollar store. They sell them at good old Dollar Tree.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, man.
I can get a Tony's pizza and a grenade? Hell yeah.
a last meal and a method. Well, shit. All right. Well, Ryan, thank you for joining us. Best of luck to you and your family. I hope everything
Okay,
goes
yeah,
well.
yeah, man. I mean, it's thank you very much for having me on, and I'll just be on my. Oh shit! Y'all hear that?
What the
What
fuck?
is that?
It's
What
a
the-
hurricane coming back. I told y'all it's gonna happen.
Oh, shit!
Bang!
Oh, shit!
Bang! Bang! Bang!
What?
Bang!
Did it? What? Did it? Did you get it?
I think I did.
Holy shit! I didn't think that shit actually worked.
Yeah, see? Now
Uh-oh.
maybe you're gonna click going on that event.
Fucking A! I'm gonna go. God
I have,
damn!
I have bad news about your cat.
Oh, son of a bitch! God damn it! All right, I gotta clean this shit up. All right. Well, thank you. Thanks, Ryan, for fucking stray bulleting my cat. We got some Chinese food to make now. Zach, thank you for coming in. Oh man, that is everywhere. God, there's more blood in a cat than you'd think. Boy. All right. Well, I got to get going. Thank you for tuning in to Information.
Thanks for having me.
Zach, thanks for being back on the show.
Yeah, it was a great time.
I always appreciate having you. I don't really agree with your opinions on this one, but we're going to have you back for sure. Thanks to Sexpot Comedy for helping us put this out in the ether. In all seriousness, our thoughts and prayers do go with all of the families down in Florida.
Stay safe.
Stay safe out there. Take care of each other, and be good humans to each other. Thanks again for tuning in. Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/Infomation. If you find a news story that you love that you want us to do here on Infomation, send it my way to the Facebook page or just information.news@gmail.com. We'll see you soon, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Good night.